Unit number 3, part B. In previous lecture, we discussed about the 3 part A, and the 1 and 2 also cover in the 1 and 2 parts of my YouTube lectures. Right now, we discuss about the unit number 3, part B, international marketing pricing decision. The objective of international pricing decision has to be first is a survive, the second is a maximum sales growth, third is maximum current profit, and fourth is an establish leadership. The first part is that survive. When we are going to go into market, we are having a much more burden of the overheads as like transportation, communications, and etc. And even the tax also. For to be survive, it is need to be make the proper pricing and makes maximum sales growth. We can be achieve the maximum sales growth by the international marketing, and the current profit we can maximize even with the finding of new opportunities in the market to establish leaderships in the market. So one by one is I'm going to explain the improving exporting marketing pricing. How we can improve the export marketing volume by the sales and market demand. We are focusing on this maximum volume and increase the quantity of the sales and build the goodwill, and as well as important the components in the marketing mix and capturing the foreign market means to be we are focusing on how we can be capture the foreign market and how we can be fulfill the needs in our overseas customers, and achieving the objectives means to be what we are primary and secondary objectives by this import exports, or we can say international marketing we can be. Then marketing segmentations or penetrations we can be do betterly. Then non-pricing factors in decisions such as the confidence, the brand image, frequency to purchase means when the product is not frequently purchased, just like the JCB machines and the Caterpillar machines and big machine, it is not buy in a regular mode. So in that cases, we can for unfrequently purchase, exporting is much more better option for making the pricing decisions. And continuous supply, the settlement of the claim, and the term of credits. Also, it is well known because if you proper documentations, we know about that. We assure us about that. There's no single loss can be happen, and with the help of the insurance, then term of prompt delivery and supply the complete range of the products. Then factor affect on international marketing pricing. First is the price on this demand, competition, and cost. The price factors. Then non-price factors is that the confidence, brand image, frequency, close substitute of products or associated with the products and quality. Then continuous supply, the settlement of claims, and term of credit, prompt delivery, supply of the complete range of the products before and after services. These non-pricing factors are affecting on the pricing of the in international market. The next part is that international pricing methods. How we can be priced. First is the cost-based method. Means what the cost you have it just plus plus your profit and do a pricing. Then market pricing. Second part is that we are need to make in the what the minimum price should be and how we can be making more price better than the expectations. Then demand-based pricing. On base of the demand, we can be increase the price. The competition-based pricing. On base of the competition, we can be increase or decrease the price. Now, other pricing factors, value pricing, target return pricing, then transfer, and ongoing rate pricing. Ongoing rate pricing is mostly goes on the agricultural goods as like potato, onion, etc. These commodities are going to ongoing pricing rates. The international pricing strategy by theming means we initially slow and then better than later high price. And penetrating price initially high, then later on this. Then trial pricing, then flexible pricing on strategy on the base of these customer areas and demand. The market is flexible pricing we can be adopted. And different pricing strategies. It can be transfer pricing strategy. The standard export pricing strategy means we are making the standard pricing in the international market even all over in the globe. Any customer demanded, we are doing on a standard pricing. Then the proof of this pricing strategy. Then escalation of pricing strategy. Escalations means to be divisions of strategy by this company mottos, and it can be differentiating the products by different pricing. Then proof of the reading and pricing strategies. Then international pricing issues, the gray market, then counter trade, then pricings, and trading such as market, counter trades. If the country is not properly, then countries stop the importing and exporting from the each others. Then pricing the coordination among the countries. If the country is having the geopolitical issues, then the coordination will come and ultimately business. It is not by itself your company or even a home country. It is can be happen by the other countries, like China. And the counters, the barter systems, we can be give and take, then back policies, and the compensation deals, the and sweet and offsets. These are the counter trades forms, and it has affect on business. The international distribution channel decision, how you can distribute your products in all over the group. The concept of international distribution channel, the products available for international market. Then the most important thing is that when the products are manufactured in third country or in a far away countries from the origin, and it is going to sold in international market, ultimately the transportation system and supply chain is playing a crucial role in the success of the international market. Then transferring of the ownership, how we can be transfer the ownership from one country to another country. It is the ownership from maybe from the FOB free on board, or CF, or maybe some insurance, or maybe in transit ownership transfership. It can be happen on the basis of this. The risk and pricing are also transferred from one buyer to a seller. The risk taking, who and how taking the risk, and from where it is taking the risk for the business. And what most important is the value added services. When we are going to after sale services, and in many cases to be to secure of the goods, it is a role of the supply chain and the, we can say, international distribution channels. The type of distribution channels, how we can be distribute the channels. First thing is a direct exporting channel or direct channel. It is maybe by direct foreign distributor, by foreign retailer, by state coordinating or controlling agency, or by any user. How we can be directly export channels, it is depend upon the company strategy, but ultimately it is much risky and much be profitable, as well as it having the both sides, we can say two sides sword over here. And indirect channel having the export broker, by the cooperative agencies or exporters, by the resident buyer, by the export merchant, and by the export drop shippers, same as the domestic markets. And the export distributor, trading companies, and purchase and buying agents, we can be do by same as. The factor is influencing on selection of distribution channel. How we can be choose the proper or appropriate selection channel or distribution channel for to be international market. First thing is the product characteristics. Is your product is perishable, or be the shelf life of the product, and as well as to be whom are going to purchase, the payment terms, etc. And market of customers and characteristics. How the market is going on, is the monopoly, duopoly, or sometimes it is a very perfect competition market on base of the consumer and customers perceptions and behavior. It can be. Then middleman characteristics, how we can middleman are working over there, and what the purpose to come in market interaction market by the middleman. The next part is that the competitive characteristics. स्पर्धात्मक सांगायचं झालं तर काय फायदा होऊ शकतो. And the environmental characteristics. Environmental means geopolitical, and then PEST, political, social, economic, promotion decision. How we can be international promotion decisions can we do. The planning of international promotion strategies, determine how we can reach to the customer data, company objectives. But when we are running the marketing campaign in international business or international marketing, what is your main objective? To be reach the customer, to be make a new customers, to retain the customer. What is your main objective? And it, on the basis of this objective, the promotion activities are maybe defined. Then determine the budget. What the budget you are spending on this your sales promotion activities. Then determine the media strategy. What media you are going to plan, and how you better utilize. And determine the message. What message you wanted to deliver to your target audience. And determine the campaign approaches. Determine the campaign effectiveness. How we can or we can be measurable. Then standardizing and adaptation process, or in the international promotion strategies. How we can be standardized versus adaptations. First is that economic of scale. What type of economic scale is ROI? Simply says that what the return you can be getting from these sales promotion activities, and how we can be effective. And consumer segmentation can be your customers, and this on the basis of the segmentation of customers, how we can be betterly effectively use of your customers needs and fulfill the needs. You can be in cash your opportunity. And less market research. When you are going to standardize your process of international promotion activities, it is less marketing research required, and ultimately adaptation process is having more. Consisting of international promotion, tools can be used by sales promotion, by direct marketing, by advertising, personal and the trade shows. These are the activities can be do these sales promotion tools in international business, marketing. Public relation tools by some news, speeches, by service achievements, by written material, by audio, video materials, and corporate communication media and telephonic information services. These are way to make a public relation or public communications tools. The elements, message, decoding, then print media, broadcasting media, and interactive media, and receivers and feedback. So it is the we can say main motto to be communicated with the customers, and ultimately the customers who belong to the foreign countries and they do not be familiarized with your own language. The language message is suitable for the customer or consumers. And the decoding, what you are planning, it must be decoded in the same manner, same language. The media, developing media, it is also the need to be handled properly. Then interactive medias and receivers and feedback. What the customer expectation is the it is. So in and we start the unit number 4 instantly. So unit number 4 is development of international marketing. What is the development of international marketing? What is the introduction international marketing, the potential customers and all over the world, and organizing has ensured that appropriate strategies should be developed in the global market. So first part is that we are developing international marketing plan. When if you fail plan will fail. And this plan can be run by the thinking of many more dimensions of the plan. So international plan involves the customers and how can we reach, what is the strength and what the opportunity over there we need to focus. About the marketing plan, how can we with the opportunity compared advantages, environmental instability. Also, it is making the fact and it is supported as well. Different rates, environmental similarity with domestic. Examining of the and organizing the design of this analysis of the international market can be designed structures and as well as how we run the business. International division structures, worldwide regional division structure, then product division structure, and matrix structures we on or the suitable structures choose, and on these structures can we do and the promotional activities we do the activity with the help of this, and we can be focus on the international business. The controlling of international marketing operation. The first is that means we how and we can control your market. I know you control your product and concerns of the control. Feedback the performance. They call quantitative and criteria and qualitative criteria. These both criteria we understanding, and on this of this criteria we are making the appropriate plan over the form analyzing variations of what up to the mark in what situation and what is the welcome situation and alarming situations both situations when we are getting more opportunity in simple words उम्मीद से ज़्यादा alarming situations and उम्मीद से कम both are the situation and of the line or we can be showing conditions we can focus on your other project take the how we can make strategy and it's choose how the factors are affecting on the strategy is by or what the benefit of interest marketing strategy, why it is it is continuously volatile and is having much more to and fro processes, and ultimately it is up and down. Hello, sir.
Sir. Yes.
Have you mute myself?
Yes.
Okay. So shall I continue myself?
Yes, sir. Yes. Please.
Uh, is my screen is visible for all?
Yes.
But my video is not over there.
Speaker mute. Yes. You share your PPTs.
Yeah. I think it is because of network issue. I'm one more time again. Shall I continue, sir?
Yes, sir. Please. Your screen is sharing.
Oh,
Is on.
fine. Because of network issue, I missed bit out. Okay. International marketing strategy. First is raising economy scale. How can be better economically utilizing the unfavorable environment, even favorable environment. Then realizing economy scope. What the scope we are having? How can we diversify your market and betterly use both of these. Then realizing the location economics and assess the resources overseas. What resources you have it, the human resources, the technical resources, etc. We can be utilizing the resources in better manner and be resourcefulness. It is, we can say, key of success for your business. So disadvantages of this when you are not choosing a strategy, it may be some strategy make a high risk and trade barrier as well, and bureaucratic high bureaucratic cost. Sometimes when you are entering a business and the unfavorable environment with you, the bureaucratic environment over there, and ultimately it is make a huge cost for the business. And the higher distribution cost, so I quoted an example of that when you are going to distribute your products in the USA or in European countries. So distribution cost is much higher than other countries. So ultimately the distribution cost is over there, and we need to find out manage so in that the strategies part, because when different culture strategy, it need to focus out says I quoted an example. Japanese people's the culture is different than Indian market. And ultimately, the person believes and ideas of the Japanese and is very different from the Indian markets. Ultimately, we're going to particularly focus on countries' marketing strategy. Ultimately, it is create a more focus on the customizations as well as the be focus on the customer's needs and their psychological as well. And national strategy, by business strategy or all globe, and strategy means with different location, different strategy we can be used, or different city and country strategy. Then global strategy, the pricing strategy we can be used. Industry marketing services, how we can we do internet services, the future of internet services. First is the advanced technology. Right now we are using this Zoom meeting and etc. It is a technology-based services, and it is given by some foreign countries as well. So many more foreign countries can be do the services in technology, IT industries, especially are providing the services in all over globe. So advanced technologies and also playing important role in international marketing services, or even it is we can say goods. It is also for services. So diversifying the market. When you are going to the industrial marketing for services, it is diversify the market from we can be say goods and services both after services etc. All the way to the customers here. And the flexibility when you are going to international marketing for services is must be flexible, and as compared to the goods, it is more flexible and make it more suitable for the customer's point of view. That require the vast marketing research. So in many more time, it requires a vast marketing research. So when you are going to start the international marketing for service, the customers needs and the preferences is changes, and ultimately the human touch is more than the more in service sectors than the goods. Need of internet marketing services. Why it is? First is that the cost minimization. We all know very well the BPOs and KPOs sectors developed in particular Pune and Gurgaon, Delhi and Bangalore. But what the reason behind it is the cost minimization. I like to share one thought with you and main basic idea behind it, the BPOs and KPOs. In 1990 decade, many more people are moved from the India to USA, and when they in 2004 6 there was a big recession in USA, and ultimately the many more jobs are wind up, and the companies do not have much more profit. So ultimately, the people who went in USA and America and other countries, developing countries, they come back and they start the services from the India, and they are good. They're giving services, especially the voice calls and other factors, which is can be managed by technological ways from India to all over globe. It is can be controlled by its own city as the Pune and Bangalore itself, and ultimately the IT sector is developed. So it is the main purpose behind it is the cost minimization. One person who are receiving a call in USA, who are sitting in New York, and he is taking a call, he is answering call for the call of the customers. So ultimately, he may be asking one salary. It is approximately 10,000 or $5,000. So in 10,000 or $5,000, the Indian peoples we can be enjoy with the foods and etc. The 10 peoples can be do the same salary. India. So cost minimization is playing vital role in international marketing services, and fulfillment of economic needs, the basic need for the avoiding unnecessary burden on business, and it is make a way to provide the service on a quality standard of living. Ultimately, it is giving better opportunity, and service sectors is otherwise giving more employment as compared to manufacturing product. So ultimately, the service sector industry is giving long-lasting employment, and it is more this is better than in the developing countries, and ultimately developing countries get more employment and is not so different here. The industries are it is for the highest knowledge. Then driver of driver of the global service marketing, who are the
Hello.
One more time I left from the meeting because of network. So is I continue?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for interrupt. And global markets services. The development services can be done by the services cost. Drivers service development cost. Going to play with this international market as for a service provider. So particular specific drivers as like logical some type of infrastructure required for this transportation as to be some technical support, silence, maybe sometimes the industries and finance services, etc. These are important role for to be in service sector decisions. So second start is achieve labor and economic scale. Who was like in India, who having a ample of labor forces, we have it, but ultimately the economic scales and the cost of labor or per cost of work for per labor, it is depend on the service industries, and it is main reason behind it. Many more developing countries are be giving business for underdeveloped countries as like India or anyone. We can say India is much better performance than the goods and service industries export is much larger, and it is having a vast opportunity in all over globe. Right now, Indian people are working in all over globe for to be in service industries, and it is having an ample opportunity. So experience transfer, what type of experience we are getting from the all over globe can be transferred from one market to another market, and it is can be utilized for better. The service life cycle consideration. Service life consideration, how we can be better services can be provided, or even the what product we are launching service is applicable or not for a long time. I could the Visa or Mastercard companies doing a digital payment systems, and even this payment and plastic money is pay Indian market. So ultimately, the rate of competitions are created in specific industries or specific market. It is giving an opportunity as well as big over there. And technology, what type of technology have it and required for to be the particular services, and this of technology have with the host country or home country or not. And growth of the transportations and the telecommunications, how it the telecommunication and the transportation facilities are will have or not, it is important. And this is the global service marketing. One of the disadvantages also, it is inconsistency of the customer's response. So in international marketing or even any those marketing sections are having a inconsistency of customer response. The customer is not response in the similar way or similar pattern in all days or even on the whole time completely. Then inconsistency of the customer needs. The customer is ultimately industry is now customer focused. Particularly the customer is fully customized by service industries itself. So the customer needs is changed, and the ultimate and the customers is not be used and all your options as a best service providers. When consideration of the law, uh, different countries are not be favorable for all time. Plus countries service providers, it is changed. The country specific brand and services. What type of brand having the international market and what competitor having market, is the company are providing the best services or not. Also, services and even the gap between customer expectations and the actual service, lack of infrastructure. Going to service international market ultimately is required a lack of infrastructure, and even the sufficient infrastructure is not available in the international market. So the service industry's main motto in international business, it is can be default or affected. Uh, big IT park in Maharashtra. So with the help of these building blocks, or we can say block, are developing from 2D, and these blocks are being created big opportunity for the service providers, especially in IT sectors. Common service languages. What are the common service languages we are requiring? We are developing the particular market and engaging the service visions. What are the and how, what the purpose and visions behind it, and the service recruitment, what of the people is required for the service providers, and how we can be recruiting people and how we can be train the people as well. Then service orientation, how we can be service be effectively used and the peoples and maybe habitualize these services. Then service communication, how the services are communicated to the clients and as well as to the service providers. And service recognition and rewards, how they recognize and make prestige for to be client as people or service providers. Then reward, what are the rewards we are having, the voice of the customers, even on the voice of customers, as is the customer promptly communicate or accepted for metrics, acceptable by the customers or not. It is also the service recovery and the uh, guarantors. Is the service are guaranteed uh, after, after the commitment of the services is not be fulfilled by the service provider, it is going to violence of the law and it may be seriously penalized. Then the service benchmarking, how we can be exactly we can say ideal situation for providing the services, and the service role model. Here I'm to little more about number 4. One more time, I'm to just fast review over this 4 unit and what the purpose of this. One by one, I'm going to explain. The first part, actually in this syllabus, it is quite difficult, and I'm going to suggest few things with you. First part is an international marketing, what the benefits of this, and it is we are discussed in first part. The second part, we are discussing about this the factor of international market, how we can make marketing, pricing, etc. Then second unit, we are focusing on the international institutional market, etc. Then international marketing environment studies, research we are studying how we can be betterly applicable and implicable for this end. And next part is that the function of domestic market, of protecting domestic market and the World Bank, etc. We are discussing. The next part, trading blocks and the legal environment, political environment, social environment, technology environment, we are discuss. So in next unit number 3, we are discussing about the marketing, interest marketing, and the first part, marketing product decisions, then pricing decisions, then place promotions and sales activities decisions. We are discussing. Then labeling also we are covered. Then branding, how we can make a brand in international markets. We also marketing, how we can be achieve the interest marketing pricing decisions. Yes, it is covered by today itself. Then pricing issues, how we can be counter trade, and this one. Then international distribution channel, it is some international promotion decisions, how we can choose appropriate promotion decisions. The promotion tools, how can we communicate effectiveness of the advertisement activities. And in number 4, we have started and development of international marketing, how we can be developing international marketing strategies also covered, and how can we choose the appropriate channel or distributions. Then service marketing, we have started international marketing strategies also covered, how what we can real time changes can we do. Then some objective I here one by one. International marketing is not the same as international marketing trade. So Yes, true and false as well. International marketing is where we are going to cross the national boundaries. So these objectives is come from your the state publications and speech publications books both. So international marketing is very sensitive or flexible for domestic market and as compared to domestic market. So it's very flexible. Very flexible. International marketing needed developing closures and economies as well as cultural cooperation between countries. Marketing bridge between the gap of developed countries and developing countries. Then international marketing decrease price of goods and services all over the world due to the specialization. International marketing is very much competitive. Then franchising is a form of licensing which a company a grant to another independent entity and right to be a business in a prescribed manner. And true and false having international franchising may be more completed than domestic franchising. Yes, it is true. And joint venture project is very common strategy entering in a foreign market. Yes, it's true. Then globalization of the process of international marketing is one to one a huge market. Yes, true. International trade has not a virtual and significant place big of the world, and whether they are developing or understanding. Then some mass data also having international marketing beyond the boundary. Yes, then franchising of the form of licensing means to be one firm is registered itself in a home country and it is giving a franchise to start the business in a different place. Resolution 1984. Then after North American Free Trade Agreement established so actually it is 1944. Union established 1960 and trading blocks geographically close than each other. Actually, this trading block is not particular geographically close to each other, but yes, it is make the block to in favorable environments. For example, second, environment sound external object influencing the circumstances under the which becomes a exist. Okay. The international business environment means to factor that surrounded the international business. The economic environment the external which have been directly economic. And culture is set up as the transactions beliefs and possibility from sharing a given society. Then World Bank. World Bank is the international financing institution that provides financial and technical assistance developing and countries to development programs. The next is that the international the World Bank it is 1956. This is for financial assistance for developing countries. Oh. Dumping type of this pricing strategies is selling in the total market because the exact marketable cost we are selling then less price than the customers. What China is doing right now and we were so falls import licensing and impose the nature of the and uncertain purchase of the food sent from other countries is true. When culture which has kind of the behavior consider acceptation of the society and true. Cultural has to that may apply for all culture and such characteristics are called as universals. Actually, it is false because when we are the culture, we are more specification required. The international marketing is foreign market after the study of the customer needs and behavior. Marketing is true. Then international marketing is all a sound assessment and domestic market. Actually, it's false. When we are marketing research, is sound assessment is not it is a particularly keen observation. Number fill the blanks of the product particular type and product variation. Then positioning images by the parts I'm going to cover from the interest marketing. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Your
My,
bandwidth is very low. Hmm.
oh yes, I'm facing much more problem for the presentations. So just I would like to conclude, and I'm wind up my session within
Yes,
2 minutes.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Please allow to me 3 minutes.
Sorry.
Yes, sir, I'm going. Yeah.
Yes, sir. You
So
continue.
it is
Continue.
a yes. Thank you. Because of the network issue, as cohesion, my network is not be much well because of poor internet connectivity. I'm facing a problem, and I hope this session will be very useful for your semester 6 examination and in upcoming days. But it is, the purpose is the session is not to be crash course, is not for to be cover the regions of Konkan region students for be giving passing marks. But yes, it is to be giving up the justify or satisfy the customers, the students needs, and ultimately the main aim is to be the education is to be make an employable students or you the rural masses. So means main motto of the University of Mumbai, and I hope I'm giving us just a little part of it. And I hope you will be enjoy the sessions and crash courses, and you will be betterly uh, prepare for examinations. I would like to suggest something with you. It is MCQ based questions. So just please read properly. It is not be much hurry because you have ample time to answer this one. Just read properly, understand it, think it, and then submit your answer. Maybe it is equally distributed for all units. 25 questions given by your examination for examinations, and it has 60 minutes. So you can consider a 2 minute time you have it, and it is not. It is actually it is not required time to face examination. So for my side, I'm giving best wishes to all of you. And interest in marketing, I would like to start what something some more word utilized for interest in market. So my friend, it is an ample of opportunity. We can say sky touching opportunity for in this business. You wanted to enter in this international marketing as a career point of view. You can apply for international business or international marketing. Some documentation courses you can may do, or even some short-term online courses you can be do. You can really applicable business you can achieve and the highest growth in the international business as well. So it is main mode of international marketing subjects put up in your syllabus uh, by University of Mumbai, and I hope you the motto will be fulfilled by you by your enthusiastic and be continuous effort. Thanks to all and listening to me. And I one more beg a pardon for the inconvenience when because of this network issue. Sometimes my video is not up to the mark. So I thanks to all, and I hand over to the researchers. And I would like to especially thanks to VV Darvi College and KV Pandrakar College to give an opportunity for us for this consortium lectures. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Lots of thanks.
Bye. Shall I leave?
Yes, sir. Yes.